it into. Anyway, hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for whatever support you send my way, whether it be liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, leaving timestamps, donations, making purchases. If you want to be able to do that, you can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wishlist in the description box below. And if you're making a purchase, you can send payment, throw your question below, or I do have other services I offer down in my description box as well, and you can check those out and my contact information, and you can send me an email to set something up, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys for that. All the support you send my way in that way really helps me to live a much better life while I'm here to support you on your paths. So it really helps me out, you guys, far more than you guys think it does or know it does. So let's get started with today's reading and see what our ancestors have to say today. Sacrificial lamb. And you know, this reminds me so much of, did I put those pictures away? I think I did. Give me just a second. I have these pictures that they were telling me to go through. Well, I can't get to them right now. They were telling me to go through the pictures from my dad again because there was something I needed to see in there. And there was this whole thing about like the sacrificial lamb and then don't turn your back on the lion and all kinds of stuff like that. So anyway, and this was a couple weeks after that, and I'm going through these pictures, and then there is a picture of me with the TV behind me, and it says something about the lamb and blah 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 on the TV. It was like a white screen, and then there was writing on the TV, which is weird. But anyway, then there's a picture of my grandfather and me, and there is a statue of a lion right there, like watching over us. So, you may feel like you have been a sacrificial lamb throughout a lot of your life. But trust me, those lions are watching over you. You are definitely safe in the position you're standing in. One thing I love about my name, Danielle, is Daniel and the Lions. Because that's a lot of how I've lived my life, honestly. Sitting right in the lion's den, and guess what? I'm still alive. Thank you, beautiful. How are you doing this morning? You want to be my lover? Wanna be my lover, wanna be my lover. Ha ha, yeah, wanna be my lover. So, you may even feel like this has been going on in your relationship situations as well for a while. Some of you could feel like you are always chosen as like the side person, but never as the main person. Oh, hey, I do have one picture out here, though. This is a picture of me and my grandfather. It's funny because my grandfather was the type of person that you don't look like what you're doing. He was a big hippie. And he really looks like, though, I mean, in that time period and everything, he really looks like he could be part of like the mob or the mafia or something. Personally, that's what it looks like to me anyway. Hi, Tori. Nice to see you. Glad you're doing good, Rashima. Ooh, sorry, guys. Okay, so let's see. We have Sagittarius. You know what? There could actually be somebody from your past as well getting ready to come back. Somebody who may have used you. They might have even told you that. Something along those lines. Capricorn. I feel like the majority of my collective is going to be getting a lot of options coming their way that they're going to have to choose between. Exactly right. That's what he looks like in that picture, according to me. But then again, you know, he could be. I don't know. I've questioned it a few times. Think about it for a second. His name was Franklin Francisco Calabrese. I've read a lot about Frank Sr. and Frank Jr. My dad's name was Anthony Francisco Calabrese. Hard to find information on those two names, but not on the other names. Not to mention there's other similarities, like my grandfather's wife's name was Dolores, kind of like Frank Sr. Weird. Anyway, yeah, wow. That could be possibly why I've had so much shit going on in my life the last couple of years. Because before I ever even delved into any of that, I was saying it's possible. So, first prize. Somebody feels like they have won first prize with you. Somebody may actually feel like you are the dream prize as well. Yeah, just, you don't even got to worry about the position you're in. You don't got to worry about it. Did the sacrificial lamb stand around and go, oh my God, something's going to eat me, something's going to eat me, something's going to eat me? No, it didn't. You know what's really crazy, though? When you sacrifice a lamb, I really feel like that feels like black magic to me. When it comes to, like, the story where the firstborn child in every house that didn't have the blood of the innocent lamb, the most innocent creature on the planet, smeared above its door, lost their firstborn child, well, hold on there a second. The people who smeared the blood of the most innocent animal on the planet, they were the good guys? Especially after being told not to, like, drink or use the blood of animals in your rituals, things like that. The Bible contradicts itself so many damn times, it's ridiculous. That's pretty cool, Rashima. Hi, Leia. Today we are doing, did you send payment? Yes, you did. Never mind. I just noticed it. Sometimes it doesn't actually notify me of it. Should you accept the job position offered? Will the workload be manageable? Thank you, Rashima. I appreciate it. And thank you, Leia, for purchasing a question, too. I'm going to go ahead and do that one really quick because the rest of this intro message, I feel like it's going to take a minute. Should you accept the job position today? Be happy. If you do, I feel like it may be a temporary position, but I feel like it's going to lead you to something very happy as well. Crying is not something that you do a lot, but you truly mean it when you do. So it may bring some sort of sadness, or maybe you're feeling some sort of sadness from some sort of past situation. And that could be what's causing a lot of the indecision you're having right now. Just let go and allow this situation to be what it's going to be. Enjoy it while you have it, because I feel like this might be something that ends up being temporary, but it's something that I feel like it's going to be very important for allowing you to see something more clearly. Air element, philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Golden ratio, beauty, nature, and patterns. You're getting a lot of messages right now, a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities for what path you should be taking. 42 and 33 could be numbers that you might be seeing. You might be 42 years old, too, or somebody around you could be. Syrians, artistic, integrity, honesty. Yeah, so this job position might actually have something to do with, like, questioning or triggering your integrity or your honesty in some sort of way. And it may be something. There was a couple years ago I started working at home health for a minute. And the person I was working for did not want me to do anything that I was supposed to be doing while I was there. I was taking care of her animals for her, which is great because I love taking care of animals, honestly. I fucking love taking care of animals. And she had some high content wolf dogs out back too, so I got to spend a lot of time with those, which was pretty fucking awesome. And at the same time, I'm supposed to be lying on my paperwork and telling them that I'm doing the things that are on the paperwork. Yeah, till something happens and I'm liable and responsible because I signed my fucking name to that shit saying that I was doing that shit and it never got done. Couldn't do that. So it may be something that ends up causing you to say, no, I can't do this. I'm sorry. And having to walk away and finding something else. But at the same time, this is a part of your journey that's very important. Yeah, it's going to help you see clearly. It's going to help you see clearly where you're meant to be, what you're meant to be doing. It's going to give you the new beginning you're looking for. And it's also going to give you a lot of recognition. There may even be something from the past that wants to bring you back as well after this situation plays out, because they're going to be like, hey, you know, we may not have said it then, but you were one of the best employees that we had. And we'd really like if you could come back here. And they may even actually offer you a bigger wage as well to come back. There could definitely be something about your love life going on as well. 5 of Arms. So 5 of Swords. Yeah, you've had to face a lot of conflict, drama, lies, chaos, BS. And all of this is going to be being exposed. The truth is going to be coming out in some sort of way. 13 could be important too. The truth's going to be coming out in some sort of way. Somebody's going to be telling the truth. Somebody's going to be coming forward and expressing what really happened in a situation. And this is going to bring a situation to a close, and it's going to start a new beginning for you. So yes, I would say take that job. And I would say take that job not with the hope that you're going to be there forever, but just with a open mind of, this is what it is. If it lasts for a while, awesome. If it doesn't, that's okay. But right now I'm enjoying what's in front of me. I love the butterflies, Tori. The black and orange ones are the ones that my girls decided were for their grandpa Marvin. Their dad's dad, who passed away a few years back. I want to say it was like around 2020. I think it was 2020. Might have been 2021, but I think it was 2020. You're welcome, sweetheart. I don't keep track of death dates. My stepmom keeps track of death dates, and actually the 1-year anniversary of my dad's death, she sent me a text message about it, and I was like, really? Why did you have to do that? Because I wasn't thinking about that today. I didn't even know that was today, and now I got to think about that all day. I like to grieve when I grieve, and when I feel like grieving, I don't like to keep track of those days and have that miserable day for the rest of my life. I don't know. She still remembers the day that her ex died, like 12, 15 years ago. It was like 15 years ago, 16, 17 years ago, something like that, just before she got with my dad. You're welcome, sweetheart. Yes, I feel like something in your love life is being brought to life, but also I feel like it's going to be like career and love life. And I feel like you're really going to be realizing what you can deal with and what you can't when it comes to a job situation as well. You're going to be realizing some new things about yourself as far as your morals or your values or your integrity is concerned. So we have this lovely little alien here. Drowning. Somebody might actually be drowning in pain over the ending that you've experienced with them as well. I turned the air conditioner back up because it was getting really, my phone's getting really hot, even though it's not that hot in here right now. I don't want it to get all messed up. So now it's blowing all my papers everywhere. That's okay. Maybe it was supposed to be put in a different order for somebody. And some of the ones that weren't quite out yet ended up out here too. Honor system and music. Love is an open door. That was such a great song until that fucker ruined it, because he was the 7th son of the 7th son, and there's no way he's ever sitting on a fucking throne unless he takes somebody else's. So somebody may have been trying to like take your throne, or trying to take somebody else's throne, somebody else's position in your life. There could have been some sort of financial abuse that you guys have faced in the past as well. That was such an amazing song till that guy ruined it. I can't even listen to it and enjoy it anymore because that guy just totally ruined it. Of course, we should have known. I mean, you know, they just met each other. I kind of knew. We finished each other's sandwiches. That should have told you right there, too, because nobody was talking about fucking sandwiches. They were talking about sentences. We finish each other's sentences. Who says sandwiches in the middle of that? Nobody says sandwiches. So, you know, once again, very different. You could feel like you're just really different as well. So different that maybe there's nobody quite like you out there. But there is somebody that is very similar to you in a lot of ways. You're still going to be opposites, though. Because when it comes to attracting in a person, we attract in the opposite. Magnets attract the opposite. We don't attract exactly the same as us. We'd be bored as fuck, for one thing. We'd never learn a damn thing from each other, for another thing. We'd never have anything to really talk about because, yeah, we enjoy all the same things, but we're doing all the same things, and there's not really much conversation there when it comes to that. It's kind of like when you spend 24/7 together as a relationship, as a partnership, as a couple, massive transformations. When you spend 24/7 together like that, do you have anything to talk about? No. Your relationship becomes bored, stale. Nobody really wants to be in it, stuck, stagnant. It's just awful. It's awful. When you live your own lives and then you come back together, that's when it feels the best because both of you went out, you did something, you had a different day. It wasn't the exact same day as every day, and it wasn't all your time spent together, so you know everything that was going on in each other's lives. So when you come back together at the end of that day, especially if you don't text all day long or call all day long, then you actually have things to talk about. You actually have things to discuss because both of you have things that the other person doesn't know that was going on in their life that you can sit down and actually discuss together over dinner or whatever. Over dinner. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, it's amore, dinner and music. Somebody may actually be getting asked to go out to a, for some reason I'm picturing like those places in Washington where they got, or Oregon, where they got like the outdoors eating and the live music or things like that going on. Or like a Mexican fiesta, a quinceañera, something like that. 555, fights, chaos, and drama, shifts, changes, growth. What can I learn? So throughout these shifts, throughout these changes, what can you learn? We're going to go back to talking about the whole allowing yourself to enjoy a situation for what it is. Allowing yourself to be in that situation, not worry about where it's going, where it came from, and to just enjoy that moment and have fun while it lasts. Nothing really lasts forever if you want to get technical. Hi, Rita, by the way. I did see that a minute ago, and then I got lost in my train of talking. I hope you're doing good today. So, basically, your ancestors want you to learn to let go a bit more because nothing really lasts forever. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. That's all we are. And eventually that dust is going to get lifted up by that wind and blown somewhere else. And I mean, shit, tomorrow we could not even wake up because we died. Or somebody else could not even wake up because they died. Or, you know, tomorrow the person we've been with for the last 12 years could all of a sudden get a hair up their ass and decide, you know what? I need something else because I feel like I'm dying. And now it's time to live my fucking life. I don't want to feel like I'm dying until I'm dying, you know? And so that's the whole thing. These situations that happen like that, they happen to get us living again, to get us feeling again, to get us learning again, growing again, moving forward again. So try not to drown in the pain of the losses. Because as we drown in the pain of the losses, I was thinking about the Five of Cups yesterday. As we drown in those pain of the losses, we can't see anything new in front of us because we're so stuck on the old. When she had the open door guy, yeah, she was stuck on it for a minute because as they're singing the song of like, he's a bit of a fixer-upper. There's a few minor flaws. And then he's like, she's engaged, guys. And they're like, so she's a bit of a fixer-upper. This fake engagement. And by the way, I don't even see a wedding ring. And that guy was a fucking dick anyway, which she didn't know yet. She found out later. But while she's busy holding on to that shit, this new situation is stuck on hold and isn't developing into something more. It kind of was. It was a little bit. And that happens too. But sometimes you got to be able to walk away from that past situation and let go of it fully in order to fully embrace that future situation. So at this time, your ancestors are urging you to release the past and to take a leap of faith on something new. Whether you know what's behind that open door or not, there could be something beautiful and magical right behind it waiting for you. And I feel like the person that came before was somebody that just seemed fucking perfect. By the way, that usually turns out to be a narcissist. I'm just saying. But that it seemed perfect. It's kind of like the situation that I had last summer for about a month and a half. And what's really funny, out of all the situations I've ever had, I was able to really fully step into that. And even since then, I haven't been able to quite make it into that, but I was able to fully step into that complete release of control. And just, you know what? I'm pretty sure this situation is not lasting forever, but this situation is amazing. So I'm just going to enjoy what is going on in this situation while I have it and let go of it. And I was starting to get a lot of anxiety going and stuff like that. It completely went away. And that person's like, what? Where did that go? And, you know, theirs went away. We were both able to just enjoy that thing. And even though we parted ways, and it wasn't, you know, like completely amicable, it was almost like, it was like 98% amicable. There really is not much bad that I could say about that situation at all. Honestly. Except for the things that went on behind the scenes afterwards. But even with that, I don't really care. Because it was a nice moment while it lasted. And it was a beautiful moment while it lasted. Make some memories and enjoy them. Instead of making these memories that are so miserable that you get stuck in them and you feel like you're in like sinking sand being dragged down to the bottom of the fucking mud hole and you can't climb your way out. It really is very hard sometimes to deal with some of these situations. And it's extremely painful. Extremely sometimes. But there are so many beautiful memories that are blocked out by that pain too. So as we are able to heal those things, when we look back on those memories, all of a sudden we're laughing, we're enjoying them, we're enjoying the moment, we're loving life, and we're loving our past instead of being so stuck on the pain or the misery or the hurt or the despair that came in the past. So, our ancestors are really just wanting us to fully embrace life. They know how short life is. They're sitting on the other side, right? They're watching over us. They're talking to us. They're guiding us on our journey. Because their journey on this earth is complete. And they're in their new journey, the next stage of their journey. And right now, you're preparing for that stage of the journey. So everything that you're learning through these experiences that you're going through, oh, come on, stupid phone. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get my comments back. Ugh. 2222. Balance, harmony, peace, happiness, joy, friendship, love, life. Some of these people from your past, too, you might actually even be able to make a very beneficial and prosperous friendship with. At the end of the day, if you're able to let go of the situation and allow it to be what it is, even if it's not what you wanted it to be to begin with. And 44. Yeah, that way you're going to celebrate victories. Victories that you may not have if you don't learn how to enjoy it. Sorry guys, I am really trying to get these comments back. I think I'm going to have to start a second half of this video because my phone is fucking stupid. And because Leia just purchased a question, so make sure that you go find that second half of the video and throw your question in the comments and I will answer it. I want to make sure I don't miss that by not being able to see my comments. So I will see you guys over there.